Could magically put these on. I'm pretty fast. Okay. Our next earrings are a customer pick with 162 reviews on hsn.com. And I'm gonna magically put these on in 2 seconds so you can see them on. And what color are you wearing, Sonia? Oh, okay, good, because I'm gonna put the pink on. So blue opal and green apatite, that's this one right here, and that also known as neon apatite. We also have which is the most limited, Rob? The blue is the most limited, okay. Or the pink opal, which is what I'm putting on right now, and the rhodolite. So this is genuine pink opal with the rhodolite. Take a look at that, how gorgeous these are. And then we have the Ethiopian opal. So this is the opal that you look at and you see all those different pretty colors. And then on top of the Ethiopian opal, you have genuine black spinel. These are, they're $49.90. Okay, they're appraised at $360. Can we show the pink ones on me? Because these are, when are these gonna be? These are gonna be on at 5 a.m.? Oh, 6, okay. So take a look. Oh my gosh. These are genuine pink opals. Oh yeah, they're on at 5 a.m. Okay, look at this. I mean, come on. I just honestly, you heard me laugh a little bit. I saw the price. I thought they were $150. The last time these were on air, they were $150. They're $49.90. They're $100 off. Yes, they're $100 off. I'm looking, am I saying that wrong? And when you talk about pink opal and blue opal, and I mean, oh my gosh, I'm definitely getting these earrings. Look at these, Sonia, aren't these gorgeous? And blue opals are very, very rare. As a matter of fact, they are sourced from around the world. And I want to actually double check where these blue opals are from. They're from Australia. I was gonna say, my boyfriend Eddie was in Australia for 2 weeks and he brought home a blue opal and like a little ring for my daughter. And yeah, and the blue opals are from Australia. And I just wanted to look, these are blue Australian opals. And look at the size of them. They're so big. And I can tell you, in Australia, the blue opals are very, very expensive. So I'm not sure how, I mean, Colleen works some magic with sourcing these stones. And genuine neon apatite. This is green apatite, which isn't like aquamarine. It's not like topaz. It's apatite. It's its own stone and very rare. And it's got that magic color. It's kind of like that aqua, really cool. It's not tanzanite. It's not that purpley. It's more neon. And you hear that like neon color and that green apatite. And then you've got the ones I'm wearing with the rhodolite. This is that beautiful rich pink color is the rhodolite, the stone at the top, and then genuine beautiful pink opals. Now this is all sterling silver, and on the back they have big bullet backs, so it's really nice and secure, and you see the silver all the way around and how much silver and the detail. These are really gorgeous. I mean, I could see these, I know Mother's Day is Sunday, which is coming up fast, but for $49.90, it's $12.48 to get home these earrings. These are gonna fly out the door. You know, I prepared for the show, I really did, and I always look at the price, but somehow I think I thought it was $150 at $100 off. These are appraised at $360. I love the pink ones. I mean, they're just, I mean, do you have any pink opals? These are genuine pink opals, and then rhodolite, which is a deep, rich kind of pink stone. They look incredible. The blue opals are the most limited. And I know those are gonna sell out first. So, boy, 60% off, you are saving, do you know what? That's why I'm confused. My card actually has a different price than it's on the TV set. My card says that they're $10 more than it is on the TV set. So they must have marked it down since they printed out my card. So this $12.48, under $10, I know I was gonna say, I hope I don't get in trouble, under $10 to get home on your HSN card. Maybe you bought the one color and you couldn't decide, get the other two. Look at these Australian opal earrings. Isn't that spectacular? $49.90. Look how big they are. I love them. I actually, my favorite is the pink opal. I have pink opal earrings that I got, they're from J. King, but they're kind of sporty. They have like a triangle and they're in a French wire. These are a little bit more, I think, upscale, a little bit more elegant. I love pink. So these are gorgeous. And then, of course, the opal, where you take a look at these. I mean, these are like the original. These are from Ethiopia. And when we say opals, most people think of this kind of opal, where you see all the different colors, the blues and the greens. And contrasted that with the black spinel at the top. So if you, by the way, these are just crazy flying out the door. So I'm super excited. 083075. And they are gonna be on in the 5 a.m. hour. Sarah, is there moonlight markdowns in the next hour for 2 hours? Yeah, so that's what it is. These are gonna be featured in moonlight markdowns. So that's what's going on. 162 reviews on hsn.com. Make these a customer pick. And they are, you know, they're all gonna go. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Limited at this price, and what we're gonna do is air them very early in the morning, and then that's it. You're not gonna see these in prime time at this price. I would be shocked, to be honest. Look at that. Look at these beautiful Ethiopian opals.